didn't say his name because he didn't want to attract other people's attention. Then Yuji said goodbye to Geiger and immediately went to the city of Aldarion. On the other side, one of the Blue Moon members is seen performing a ritual to gain strength. After that, the Blue Moon organization will immediately proceed with the next plan. It turned out that Priest Citral and Johann were already in the city of Aldarion because they were investigating the Blue Moon organization. Before I continue with the story, I want to inform you that the Tensei Kenja anime in this episode 10 differs from light novels and manga, but the core story remains the same. I'm sure the studio did this because season 1 was about to end, and they had to speed up the story of this anime. That's all the information I wanted to say. On the other side, Yuji had also arrived at Aldarion City. He immediately went to the Adventurers Guild, and the atmosphere in this city was very suspicious. Yuji had also prepared some slimes with invisible magic to keep an eye on the guild. Yuji started looking for quests on the guild board, but very few quests were there. Yuji felt he was being watched by one of the Adventurers Guild administrators. Because of that, he would leave from there and tell the slimes to keep an eye on them here. After that, the two Adventurer Guild administrators were talking in a room. It turned out that they found out that Yuji was the assassination target in the previous report. They also recognized Line and Freezy, who reported Yuji to the man named Volter. One of the men there doesn't trust Line and Freezy because Yuji might be dangerous. So, he decided to kill Yuji right now. But the male friend couldn't allow it because if he did anything reckless, all the efforts made by the Blue Moon organization would be in vain. At that time, the Blue Moon organization bought artificial rain tools to destroy the city of Bajinia. But it didn't work because there was someone who had defeated the fire dragon. Then they immediately report Yuji's arrival at Aldarion City to Volter. Yuji heard all of their conversations just now, and his guess was right that the artificial rain tool he found was indeed from the Blue Moon organization. Then Priest Citral and Johann accidentally met Yuji at the bar. They took him to a church in the city. Citral was looking forward to meeting with Yuji because he wanted to say something about Volter and Blue Moon. When Citral was young, he and his friends formed an organization called the Blue Moon Church. At first, their goal was to honor the dead mercenaries. However, as time passed, many people joined and wanted to take refuge in this organization. One of them was Volter. Volter is highly dedicated to the organization and has strong beliefs. Because of that, Citral made Volter the person who could take care of the organization. But it turns out that Volter took advantage of his caretaker position and attacked all Blue Moon church members except Citral. The current Blue Moon has deviated from the main goal, and they only want to destroy the world. Blue Moon has probably reached the entire city. If there is chaos in a city, it must come from them. Yuji will soon face off against Volter because Yuji is the only one who can mess up Blue Moon's plans. Citral also wanted to avenge the deaths of his friends at that time, so he would also meet Volter, whose whereabouts Citral knew. After hearing the story, Yuji didn't expect that Blue Moon was an organization created by Citral. Then he returned to his inn to rest. On the other side, Volter received a report from his members that someone dangerous had arrived in the city of Aldarion. Volter had foreseen this, so he continued with his plan. At the town inn, Yuji was still thinking about Volter and Citral. He also recalled the words of Rickard's city receptionist. A legend says that there are monsters that can store anything and can also use magic. Because of that, Yuji wanted to meet Citral at the town church so he could ask this. But after arriving there, the church administrator said that Citral and Johann had already left there, and he didn't know their next destination. After that, Yuji tells the slimes to look for Citral and Johann around the forest. Yuji was sure that they hadn't gone far from this city. Yuji also managed to tame a lot of slimes that lived in this urban forest, and they helped find Citral's whereabouts. Citral and Johann have arrived at a tree that has an entrance with a black aura. Citral immediately used his magic to destroy the entrance. After that, they see Blue Moon's headquarters from a distance. Citral and Johann immediately headed there and met many Blue Moon base guards. Citral easily defeated the guards and started going deeper to meet Volter. Meanwhile, Yuji already knew where Citral had gone through the slimes. Then Yuji immediately went to the entrance of Blue Moon's headquarters and deactivated it. Yuji started to enter the place slowly and saw many guards who had fainted from Citral's attack. The guards caught one of the slimes, but Yuji overcame it and started going deeper to meet Citral. On the other side, Citral had already defeated the other Blue Moon members, and only Volter was left. Citral wants Volter to give up on destroying the world, and Volter also has no more members in this city who will protect him. Because Citral already wanted to interfere with Volter's plans, so Volter decided to be captured him right now. It turned out that Johann was a follower of Volter, who had used Citral to obtain information about Yuji's whereabouts. At first, Blue Moon didn't know who the person named Yuji was. But when Blue Moon launched their strategy for the first time in the Dryad Forest, there was someone who had messed up their plans because of exterminating the stone monster at that time. Even when the city of Fostan was attacked by 1,000 monsters, that person's strength was extraordinary. This is beyond Volter's expectations. After finding out more information, Blue Moon discovered the person's name was Sano Yuji. So they put Yuji's name on the assassination target list. But unfortunately, he couldn't be killed because the other Blue Moon members were fooled by Yuji's stupid behavior. So Volter decided to launch his strategy as quickly as possible before Yuji interfered with Blue Moon. But whenever the Blue Moon members wanted to make a mess, Yuji was always there and thwarted Volter's plans. However, it wouldn't happen again because Volter had planned the perfect strategy, and Yuji wouldn't be able to stop him anymore. Then Citral said Volter would still face Yuji even though Volter had planned anything. Volter will soon kill Citral with his power that can possess a person through a curse. Citral was furious with Volter because this was too cruel, and he only used the Blue Moon members for selfish purposes. Then when Johann and the Volter's followers are about to kill Citral,
Stylus-sai, ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだが。
最後にお前に会えて嬉しかったぞ。
どうやらそれどころじゃないみたいだな。